Just down the block is the Blaisdell Center. We're back with the Pontiac American Team Cup. Al Troutwig, Tim Daggett, Elfie Schlegel, Beth Ruyak, Feng Jing of China. Now, this really has become the United States and problems for everybody. They have upped the ante. They've made it more difficult to score high in the sport of gymnastics, and the gymnasts here in the early going of the new code of points are having trouble reaching that level.
Ouch. Giant double back in the pike position. Although if I had to pick a team that was more dominant than anyone else on any event, it would be the Chinese men on parallel bars. They are willing. There's a little bit of a struggle there, obviously, but they're willing to take the punishment on their arms on these elements day in, day out. You can't just cut these big moves in a meet. You got to practice them.
I still wish I was in the gym the first time anyone suggested the release move on parallel bars. You want me to do what?
It's like, what are you, crazy?
Now, this is Raresh Orzata. Remember, he was laughing hysterically before.
And still has to compete.
And he literally stopped laughing 35, 40 seconds ago. Here he is. Let's see what happens.
And he better, because this is hard high bar. His first release skill right here with straight legs. See how he catches the bar and swings smoothly out of it? That's the object. Watch this new release. Beautiful. Very surprised to see that. That's so difficult.
It was almost like he said, all right, guys, you guys have embarrassed yourselves enough. I'm going to show this audience some great gymnastics.
Well, he is a great gymnast. He hasn't shown it today until right there.
The laughing Romanian. He's really a very funny guy. He told us he's wearing that Hawaiian shirt he bought when he walks off the plane in Bucharest. And all that laughing didn't affect his routine, did it?
Not at all. Very new release. Laid out front somersault with a full twist.
Gonna
get a good score.
Oh, yeah. Today, that is a big score, 9.45. Now he's laughing again.
Now on home for the USA,
I guess that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to come to Hawaii and get happy. Now Sean Townsend.
We're going to see the same vault from Sean, like Paul Hamm, handspring double front. That's how you stand it up.
Wow. Very, very nice.
Gosh, he's just so much more confident in his gymnastics and competition.
I've always wondered, guys, how really you judge this event. There is just so much that happens in a blink of an eye. It's almost like the judges should have a slow-mo to accurately judge what they've just seen. 9.25 for Beijing. You know what I'm saying?
Very difficult, and as a coach, you're sitting on the sidelines and you have to watch the leg form from the board to the horse. It's very, very difficult. Sometimes I think they make it up. So parallel bars is all about connecting elements like this.
That's one of the reasons why the Chinese are so good on this event.
You see he's wearing the sleeves on his biceps is to protect the skin from all the pounding. Some of these guys have
skills like that.
Raw sores on their biceps.
It's like usually what happens, though, is you get to the point where it's like great landing there, but you get to the point where it's like it really doesn't help anyways.
Townsend of China.
And that signals the end of the fifth rotation. One more to go, but it's really the United States and then China and Romania. Everybody is separated by big numbers, and there is one for Sean Townsend, 9.6.
Hey, guys, come here real quick, everybody.
USA huddling up.
All right, Sean. Quick huddle up here. All right, I'm going to put a challenge out to you guys because obviously this is a runaway. Let's pretend it's only 1/10. Let's see. I want to challenge you guys on parallel bars. See what we can come up with.
It doesn't, guys. It doesn't matter if we're ahead. It's about hitting routines. We're practicing now for world championships.
Yep.
Okay, we hit, we fight, and we stay on the event. So do it.
Yep.
Pretend that this is close and maybe the World Championships, but it's really garbage time. Let's go to Beth Ruyak.
Thanks, Al. You heard the challenge issued a few minutes ago by the USA coaches to the team members. Right now, the USA has an almost 5-point lead over the other teams, which is unheard of in a meet like this. So we started to ask why. Ron Gallimore, the head of the men's program, explained that in his opinion, the USA has a better grip right now on the new rules. He thinks that China isn't understanding the new rules yet and that Romania's understanding the rules but not able to pull it off and hit the routines. So we'll see in this rotation when the USA is up on its toughest event, the parallel bars, whether they're able to meet the challenge of the coaches.
And we'll keep an eye on the number. The number the United States was playing with was like saying, okay, we're up by a 10th. Let's try and hold on to that lead. Sean Townsend, Morgan Hamm, Paul Hamm, they've been the top 3 gymnasts so far here today at the Blaisdell Center. Now, Tim, when you're in an event like this, or Elfie, and you know it's really over. I mean, this is just about sticking it and finishing it up so you feel good a little bit about what you did today.
Well, yeah, exactly. But what Kevin Majika said is right. The USA is going to fight another day. There's no question about it, and it's not going to be this easy. They got to be great to the end. Nicest element coming up right here does this beautiful. Once again, though, you saw those bent arms on the giant swing. And this guy, he's actually going to be a very good gymnast, but he really is not quite there yet, especially on this event.
Actually, Timmy's just a junior competitor. This team is made up of seniors and juniors.
Double twisting, double somersault. He's going to get there, like I said, but right now, nowhere near enough difficulty to bring in a big score. He is the reigning junior champion in China. The heir apparent to...
Yes. A lot more animated than we're used to seeing, that's for sure.
Actually taking a cue from Chinese great Zhing Wei, who was probably the most outspoken gymnast on that 2000 gold medal team.
Morgan Hamm's best moment today on the floor where he got a 9.5.
Come on. Come on. Nice. New element for Morgan coming up right here. You got to be able to do this skill called a peach basket, and you need to do it in combination to bring in the really big points. Fighting for that handstand.
This is a tough apparatus to have for your 6th rotation.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Not quite there yet.
Big time fight.
Yeah, he could have come off the bars on a number of occasions in that exercise.
Feng for China, mostly in the 8s today, a couple of low 9 scores.
His major release skill comes after this combination right here. He'll set up, and this is a laid out front somersault. Beautiful flight. Looks great in the air. But once again, guy has got all the makings to be a champion, but he's just a little bit too young. The routines are not difficult enough.
Again, another junior competitor. He was 2nd at the Junior National Championships in China.
No major breaks, but that's not going to get to a 9 because it just doesn't have enough bonus. First look at the Romanians on vaulting here. And another, wow, not a good landing.
Orzata of Romania.
Looks like he hurt something.
Yeah, it's a terrible feeling to hit the ground and you're just waiting to stand up and see if everything still is in joint and you can walk away.
I was going to say the Romanians traditionally very strong on this event, and Rares was attempting a vault that was worth 9.9.
Very, very difficult. 2.5 twists.
Just not
But
complete.
yikes.
Oh, boy.
That is worst case scenario in gymnastics. That is what you do not want to see. Both under rotating and under twisting as you're landing. It can spell big time ACL.
8.75.
9.15 for Orzata, 8.75 for Feng Jing.
The score for USA is
And back to Morgan Hamm on the parallel bars. He gets heavily deducted down to an 8.2.